Hello again and welcome. My name is Mike. This channel is called Street Smarts, a logistical approach. Street Smarts, a logical approach, if you would. This is appointment number 6. You have graduated now from appointment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and today being 6. I thank you so much for your valuable time. Today we're going to talk about a social a tool that can help you with your goals, with being successful, with being happy for you and your family. I'm going to throw the word out. It's something that is popular. It's something that isn't really talked about at the dinner table. It's not taught in a college class or a high school class, though it should. The word, the emotion, the delivery, the approach is called enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, okay? Years ago, I remember in one of my many sales gigs, I answered an ad that stated sports-minded people needed. Sports-minded people wanted, okay? And I remember saying, well, I'm going to ask about that in the interview. So, I went to the interview. I did get the job. It was selling insurance, okay? And they had explained. I said, well, what's about the sports-minded? Because I love sports. I said, well, people that are sports-minded are more excited, okay? They can get more excited. Now, when you're in results oriented industries such as sales, okay, they want people to be excited, okay? Car salespeople, people that sell anything tangible, and in manufacturing sales, you're selling. There's furniture stores, there's places that sell cell phones, there's stores that sell computers, and it goes on and on. Services are being sold. My day, besides my day job, I have a seasonal business. It's landscaping, and I have customers and commercial clients and residential clients. So, I'm in sales myself. Now, people, they want you to be presentable. Number one, it's good to have your social skills in order when you're dealing with the public, right? And there's no way around it. Even if you just, you're working, throughout the day. I mean, you're going to cross paths with every single person. It helps to have a measure of enthusiasm in your personality, okay? Enthusiasm will get you far. It'll get you far. It's deemed as positive, but just like everything else, there is a negatory, there is a negative dark side of enthusiasm. Those who put effort into lying, cheating, stealing, plotting, scheming, all that business, which we do not preach here, but we talk about it. We talk about it briefly, okay? Enthusiasm, you don't want to go out there and be articulate and tell them big whopper lies, okay? That's not what this channel's for. What I want for you is to do it right, to be successful, to be happy for you and your loved ones, right? Okay? So enthusiasm, it's, if you're at a job interview and there's how many candidates, say it's between you and 10 other people. Well, people can say the same words, but if they say it in such a manner that it's positive and stands out, hence enthusiasm, that employer's probably going to admire your style. I mean, he only knows you for a couple minutes, he or she, and they see your resume, they see your education, they see your experience. Well, then after that, the whole purpose of meeting you is to see how you deliver your personality. If it's going to be something that's, appealing to their client base, okay? Your enthusiasm is going to take you to better places. It's going to give you results. Dan Gable, I always reference different history that parodies what I'm trying to convey in terms of a point. And I read this, the most recent book that I read was about the famous wrestler Dan Gable, who was a national champion. He was an Olympic champion. He was a famous coach. And, he's got a couple books out there. So anything that has to do with somebody that's, realized their goals at the highest level, I want to see what, how they did it, And he stated that most matches are won before they're even wrestled, okay? And that carries over into sports too, anything else. Most tennis matches are won before they're on the court. Most football games are won before they take the field. Most hockey games, most baseball games, anything that's competitive, okay? How is it that, what Dan Gable stated comes to fruition? How is it that these games and these matches are won before and not at the time of the competition? Well, because it's all the preparation. It's all of the training. It's all the mental acuity that took place, all the steps you took, everything that you had to do, your inventory in your mind of how to prepare, okay? The preparation is always going to outweigh the application, okay? And everything that, brings you some kind of positive result, okay? All of that preparation led up to stepping on that mat, stepping on that field, stepping on that court, skating on that ice and winning, okay? No one just gets up out of bed and they go out and they play the game and they win. It's all the intensity that went into it, all the training, all the mentality that went into it, that led up to it, all the enthusiasm that you had for the match leading up to the match is what won the match, okay? So that should make perfect sense, okay? Your enthusiasm is not something that you can study. It's not, brought up at the kitchen table. It's not a college course or a high school class or anything like that. It's not something that is taught, although I'm trying to teach you now, right? Okay? Let me give you a very brief example of enthusiasm, okay? And I've been very enthusiastic in the way I'm delivering this to you now. Purposely, maybe a little bit over the line, okay? But say, for instance, you see somebody across the counter at a gas station and they say, "Can I help you?" I mean, is there something wrong? You expect some measure of enthusiasm. The introduction is necessary, right, to be positive? Let's rewind that. So you go up to the counter and say, "Hello, how are you doing, ma'am? How you doing, sir? Hi, everybody. Is there anything I can help you with?" Wow. Now that's overboard, but I show you zero, the apathetic approach. Remember apathy? That's very taboo. Avoid apathy like the plague, right? We talked about that in a previous appointment. Apathy is 0, okay? And then here is, the ceiling, okay? You want to have like a happy medium where, it's very positive. Your delivery, your approach is positive. It's with clarity, and, your delivery is fluid. You exhibit confidence, hence you have enthusiasm, okay? So that's the point of being able to achieve goals in such a manner that you can expect success, okay? If you are confident and you have enthusiasm in yourself, in your delivery, people will notice that. They'll take, they realize that you have confidence. When I was in sales, and I'll make this last point, if I approach somebody and I'm like, worried about the sale and the sale only, the end result, well, guess what? Here we go again. You know, I'm not going to win that game. I'm not going to win that match if I go straight for the juggler. It's just not the way it is. At one point in my sales career when I was terrible for a long time, but I got much, much better throughout time. I said, stop worrying about the sale and then worry about everything else except the sale, okay? So I kind of sharpened my craft to, rather than, hi folks, what are we looking for today? Do you want to see what's on sale? Instead of that, I would approach them and say, hello folks, ma'am, sir, family, hello, how are you? My name is Mike. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be right over here. Please let me know if you have any questions. And that took all the pressure. That loosened up their checkbook, that loosened up their wallet, that loosened up their credit card. Just by, and you know, it was more of an empathetic approach, you know. It loosened things up. And more times than not, they were so appreciative of that space that, you know, rather than going and close them just like that and move on to the next person, you were like, hi folks, how are you? Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be right over here, okay? And then it was much more appreciated. It was much more of a humanistic approach. It was very enthusiastic in its own right, okay? So I've given you all kinds of different ways of viewing enthusiasm, a couple little minor approaches. You will create your own style of enthusiasm, okay? That's it for today. I so appreciate your time. Next week is episode number 7. I expect you to be there. Please like, thumbs up, and subscribe. And whether you subscribe or not, anybody and everybody is welcome, and I'm here to help you. Okay? Thanks so very much. I appreciate you, and have a wonderful day.